Okay guys, welcome to another one of my Blood Bowl games. This is me and my Skaven team in Nagaroth playing against Pro Elves, which I don't think we've seen not in at least any of my matches. Let's have a quick look at their team. 13 players, that's a lot. Catchers with +1 armor value, block and throwers, shorthands. I'm not entirely sure about this team. I'll show you mine. I've got a thrower +1 movement, storm vermin with, 2 storm vermin with mighty blow, 2 gutter runners with block, and a rat ogre with juggernaut, which just makes him better at blocking. Blitzing basically. He has 2 rerolls, an apothecary. I have 3 rolls in an apothecary, and he has an assistant coach, which I do not. Team values are 1250 to 1220. The fan factor is 3 for rat tail roulette, my team, to the 1 on wreckage, which is his team. It's been an interesting one because both Skaven and Pro Elves are both fast passing teams, or not so well. Skaven's more running, but they can be made to pass, and they're both pretty good at it. So you have to play to whatever skills. And I need to make up for a appalling game yesterday where which I shockingly abandoned at half time because it was going so horribly wrong. I was playing against an Amazon team and my lizards, they just rolling ones everywhere. Not to mention, it was just horrible. Frankly, there was ones rolled a lot. My skink died, and the guy had practically no tackle, but that didn't stop him from going and massacring my team. But yeah, like my one turner skink died, and I apothecaried and still dead, which was frustrating. A bug left a Saurus warrior off the pitch for the first drive. Not only that, but it was a +1 strength dodge block Saurus warrior who would have been extremely useful for the game. And a number of things, and my croc score got badly hurt on a 1-die block and he had no mighty blow, and I just took all these injuries. And there are some games like that, but all my passing contingent ball handling went, and with it my plans for domination of the game. Okay, so maybe actually I haven't played this very well. Perfect defense, that's good for me actually, so I'll keep that. Right, so these blitzers have sidestep, which makes them quite tricky. For example, he might want to make me crowd surf him. I'm not overly bothered about crowd surfing him actually. I am not going to I'm not going to change anything too much actually. I will move these guys to the side a bit, just because he's not playing really to what I would expect. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be risky and put a gutter runner here, which is risky, as I've said, but they both have dodge blocks, so I'm sort of hoping that he's willing to waste a reroll and put my storm vermin there, just so the storm vermin can pull back and catch if need be. But I'm not going to change my defense that much. As good as combat is with Elves, Skaven are just as delicate, and I do not want to let him have too many blocks on me in the first go. Here you go, he's going to take the bait straight off. I'd imagine he's going to blitz with this guy, and he's going to try and take out this gutter runner. Without tackle, he's going to have a hard time, or at least I'm hoping he will. Oh no, he's going to take out that guy. Okay, that's fine, because it's not a gutter runner. Yeah, but you'll probably see. There you go, that's one Skaven already. Really flimsy team. Both teams are actually. But we'll see how it plays out. If I can, I've got 3 mighty blows to his none, so I'd like to use that to my advantage. But as it stands, I'm not too worried. It doesn't look like he's going to change anything here, which means I get to tie down 3 very expensive players with not so expensive linemen, who are like worth 50, I think, or something. They can't be worth more than 50 actually, because Thrall's are worth 40, and these guys are just 1 more movement. Okay, he's making a pass, which is fair enough to him. I mean, I wouldn't have done it, but if he wants to do it, fine. It's between the two catchers. Oh no, it's between a thrower and a sure hands pass guy. So that's all right. That's pretty good. You know, it's not awful. What I will do is I might try and squeeze in this player if I can. Get out. Okay, no, he's fine. Brobim is my rat ogre, and I might try and squeeze him up. And if he can get in contact, I mean, they've got nerves of steel, the catchers, but the thrower doesn't, so we'll all see. It's all very, but I don't want to leave my back too. Okay, that's good. That's a reroll gone for him, and actually that's very good. And knockout, so he even knocked out one of his own in the same time, and that's what I mean. They're very flimsy teams. Now that actually gives me a good chance to actually get on top of the ball, as I will show you. First of all, we need to open up this gap. Now, none of our players, the linemen, have blocks, so it's a little unreliable, but he does all right. Bang, right, good. Thank you very much. We can let Brobim charge this one, I think. Although you probably shouldn't, just in case he fails a wild animal. Though I want to. No, I shouldn't. I'm just going to have to put him somewhere useful, and I'm going to let Skinch go because he's got Mighty Blow as well. So I do want to re-roll that though because I would like to have him down. Bang! Right, good. Okay, so it was an injury, but it'll do. We'll move the Rat Ogre here. Okay, it was a half chance he'd move, but that's good if he has. And then we've got a 3+ pickup. I'm going to go for a bit of a risky move, but it might get me the early touchdown. It doesn't overly bother me where he goes with this player, although that is kind of annoying. Now we just need to look at how much movement I can take on this guy. It's a bit of a risky play. But he has dodge block, so I'm willing to make the run. Now the question is, can this guy, I think it's a 3+, oh no, it's a 4+. Okay, we'll just go for the pickup then, because he's well surrounded by strong players. Although it's a pass, yeah. I'm going to leave this guy. This isn't a proper cage, but it'll do, as far as I'm concerned. Although no, oh, this is difficult. I don't usually play with Skaven. Okay, we're going to make this cage up here like this. Right. So that's all good. Let's just see what he does. Bloody elves. Skaven are a very delicate team. You have to play in a certain way. And I doubt this team will last that long. My last Skaven team did really well until it just got massacred beyond belief by a Mighty Blow tackle, and it just went to hell. He doesn't really have any guard, so I can't seem to get more than a 1-die block in. And as we've seen, that can go wrong. I don't have dodge or block, so using a blitzer would be fine though for him. I would have thought this would be the player to go round, but he's moved him without blitzing, so that's strange. Or at least it's strange to me. Maybe another one in the group actually can get blocked. I don't know. Oh, he's just going for the gutter runner, which seems really... Oh no, he doesn't manage to hit it. That's kind of worrying. But it's a good distraction. Oh, knockout. Okay, that's not good. Not awful, but it's not good either. I could probably score, because he's got 8 move. I could just score with them. Especially with some pushes, actually. Yes, maybe it's time to do some pushing. Okay, no, that's not very good. He got a one-day block on this player. Yeah, now I'm going to have to do some serious pushing to get this guy out. So both down result means he gets knocked out, so we've both got a player knocked out. Okay, fine. First of all, we'll go for... Okay. With that event, I'm not too worried about what's going to happen. The thing is, you've got to be careful with the Rat Ogre, because even he doesn't have block, so I don't really want to trust him at this point until maybe I'm actually free. So we managed to break some lineman armour there, which is good. Get this player up. Okay, we might have to rely on him. This is bad because I don't like using him. But it does put him in an alright position, and he's done it, so that's good. That's the main thing. And then we can maybe okay, we both suffer the same result. My gutter runner fails. I was hoping it was a 1 in 36. He'd failed that block with a reroll, but it doesn't happen, which is bad. But at the same time, it's not desperately bad because my position's not god awful. He could probably get a 2-day block. Whether he'd be able to get away with it is the next question. Actually, I don't know. Maybe he can't even get a 2-day block. If he managed to punch this player away now, he can. Think. And he does, so that's actually a 2-day block now, which is a pain, but the player will be landing in hope. He's only got 2 spots to go, so it could land in Elven hands, but I'm hoping it doesn't. Okay, so that guy just makes a block, pretty standard. I was sort of expecting him to do something. Anyway, it's not going too badly considering the Elves started off with the ball. So, or rather receiving, so to even have the ball is quite good. We're both down to 1 reroll though. Okay, so here he's going to try and push me into this spot, although he could have done... There you go, he's managed to hit me, well done. And the catch fails and then gets picked up by this player who's right next to a prehensile tail. It's still a 3+ to dodge, but actually he can't dodge out into a space that hasn't got someone else guarding it. So that's not too bad. That at least leaves my Rat Ogre to do some work. Although he has managed to hit me with a 1-day block. He's making a lot of 1-day blocks. And he's not doing too bad. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Okay, does he get a 1-day block? Oh, you have to be kidding me. Come on, fail it against the Rat Ogre. And he breaks armour. That's really bad. Really annoying. The Blitzers have armor value 8, which is quite good, but they're the only players on the pitch who do. He might be able to now just form a rough cage. Okay, so he's done that. So what we're going to do is we'll just go get these players up. If I was vampires, I'd feel so much more confident about doing this. Mighty Blow's not yet kicked in, annoyingly. So many 1-day blocks here. I'm gonna have to go for this lineman here for now. him because I don't think I'm going to hit him for some reason, although that means I would have. But and it also just releases this guy up for a block, and I feel confident I can get back and cover the ball. But it's really turning into a bashing game, and I just want to see if I can out-bash him. Also, I'm trying to delay and let my rat ogre get back up. That would be good, because that rat ogre is useful, albeit if he got his armor broken by an elf, which is appalling. But we'll forgive him. But let's see what he does. As you can see, I've got plenty of players to sort of get out. They don't have as good agility though, that's the only thing. So he doesn't score a hit on this guy, which means that he should be at least able to get out next turn and run back if need be. The Skaven are fast, so I should be able to catch his blitzers, no issue. And I don't think the runners are much faster, wherever they are. Oh no, they're 8. That's pretty good. They're pretty nice runners, actually. Come and catch and nerves of steel is a really good stat for the start for a catcher. Not to mention the 8 movement agility of 4, but they are expensive. But yeah, let's see how this plays out, I suppose. He's moved up there. Interesting choice. And then he's blocking here. Yeah, I should be able to catch up with that easy enough. Especially if my player doesn't actually go down. I'll bring this guy looped back around. Oh, he's doing well on his 1-die blocks. Although I'm doing alright, but it's still annoying. And I still maintain it's very annoying. Okay, first of all, let's just get this guy up. He could have failed wild animal, so I'm doing well on that at least. Let's bring this guy just back to cover if need be. That's not a great roll. But we get to use this blitzer. That was my hope. I was thought. That's alright, there you go. So now I'm just seeing if I can get... I don't think I'm going to be able to dodge. It's risky, and it might not manage it. But, you know, fortune favours the bold, so let's go crazy. He's got dodge, and there's no tackle, and he's a gutter runner, which means that he can usually do those sort of things. Which means I can now punch with this player, and have to re-roll that, and I do get a hit, and that's the ball loose again, but I'm now without a re-roll. I'm seriously wouldn't mind that re-roll. I'm going to try dodge as well on the 3+, it's kind of worth it. Okay, that's cool. I'm trying to think how many players on each side are off. 2 on each side. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that an elf team really needs subs. Yeah, maybe 1, but no, actually no, I suppose they're the same as me, but they're so expensive subs. Like even these linemen are 70, 80, something like that. They're not cheap. So it's kind of, I think I'd rather not have the subs and go for the skills. Try and get them nicely skilled up first. He's managed to hit me into that, so... Oh no, he's not hitting me into the ball, actually. Smashed hip? You have to be kidding me. I don't really care too much about him, so I'm not going to bother doing it. Just because it's a lineman. They'll go. They're not that expensive to replace either, so... So he's managed to punch away these guys. That's okay. It's for me to make a move on the ball next round. I really need to waste another reroll though, just to put us on equal terms. And he's making the 1-die blocks, so you'd hope. And it's got to be a 3-die block to get out of this guy's range. There you go. Come on. He might sit with it, but he doesn't. That's good. Right. That's the reroll. With the amount of 1-die blocks he was making, he was bound to have that happen at some point. So I'm glad it just did go like that. And the prehensile tail doesn't work, sadly. It's alright. Actually, that probably opens up a nice little spot for me to charge in. There we go. There's a good boy. Well done. So lots of 1-die blocks, and that is what you're going to get because you're playing it risky. I am going to move this player up to here because that keeps him there. I'm then going to try and go a bit stupid, and I am going to go... I want to block this guy because I have block, and therefore I should at least try it. Now I can move another guy in the way to just make it obvious. Then I can use this player to hopefully do some damage. There we go. Right. And it's an injury. Good Rat Ogre. Oh, he's dead as well. Right, he's going to re-roll that. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. Oh, and I'm badly hurt. And sadly, the ball lands in this guy's hands, which is an absolute frustration for me because it was sort of... That's two of our players. We're doing similar amounts of damage to each other, so it's really going well as beat-up fests go. I'm going to just keep pushing on him. Get my players in the right positions around him. Try and keep... Neither of us have a reroll, so it's really whoever fucks up first at this point. And so I'm hoping that the more secure way I'm playing will earn me the win. And also the fact that I've just got, I think, a bit more strength on the board in the form of the Rat Ogre, and my two blitzers are pretty solid. I'm hoping. It'd be great if that Rat Ogre could level up, just because I like leveling up my big guys, because I don't get them as vampires. So I'm like, yay, level up. Woo, level up. Yeah, it's nice to have a change, so I like playing my Skaven just because it's nice to be one of the teams that annoy me. Skaven were always a bit of an issue for my vampire team in UK BBL, so not too much of an issue, granted, but an issue. Let's see what he does, because I'm sure he's going to want to get rid of that Rat Ogre, because he's the one that's making it difficult for him to actually dodge, because of that prehensile tail, which is great, which is another reason why I like the Rat Ogre and the Crocs, is because they just do help with slightly tagging down these Elves late game. And he tries to block the Rat Ogre and gets a red dice, which is sort of deserved. You do not block a Rat Ogre. They are bad things if they get a chance. I know I'm going to try and give him Claw if I can, because I'm a bad person. I'm probably trying to give Mighty Blow Claw to the Blitz. Oh, and another Mighty Blow, and a good hit from this player, so that's excellent. And then we can secure this one. There we go. Right, now we're talking. Oh, an injury. Perfect. Smashed collarbone. Okay, this is where stuff starts getting nasty. Right, so Stridal Blade just managed to injure him, and now we're winning the bash game, and that's where we start just dominating. I'm going to try and punch away this player, so I can unleash the Sure Hands, who I'd quite like to score, actually. So what we'll do is, it's a 9. He's more likely to score than... Sorry, he's more like... Though the only problem is there's always the issue. Okay, what we'll do is we'll pick up the ball and then go add an assist over here. Good work. Right, that's fine. I don't want to risk it, so I am going to add in the other part, which is going to be here. And then we won't follow because he'd have to make dodge, and he can add in an assist. And then we'll let our little rat ogre have some more fun. Oh, he's going to injure himself now. No, he's alright, but he did have his armour broken. Okay, he didn't have much fun, but, you know, bless him. He was tired out from hurting that other player, so... but yeah, it's beginning to look nasty, and both of us, I guess, really wouldn't mind having some blood boys at babes at this point. But it's a nice sort of hurt fest. Skaven, you can play a little bit of bash because of their ability to get mutations, and Claw, Mighty Blow are just so overpowered at the moment anyway, or at least in my opinion. So like, you can have 3 Claw Mighty Blows on the team, or you can have more, but 3 natural blockers with the ability. And he fails in trip, so that's good. Very nice, in fact. Lucky for me. And I guess it's time to just start hurting on his players again. So let another Mighty Blow, Storm Vermin, come in. And, okay, well that wasn't very good, was it? But that's okay, because we can just move this player up to here and wait for him. He'll level up when he gets this touchdown. That's why I wanted to score the touchdown, so he'll level up. You guys have movement 8, so I need to watch out for them. But as it stands, I think it should be all right. Because this guy could just about access. This guy's going to have a hard time making it round. So I'm just going to put it here. That may not be the best move, I don't know. Woo, block. That's another bit of armor broken. And we'll just try and push this guy out of the way. Well, oh, that works. If we take us both down, he can't reach, so that's the way to think about it. Right, so he has not all that much going for him right now, and we've both damaged each other's teams pretty badly. He has 1 more sub, and I have 1 more, and I've knocked out 1 more of this. So actually, it's going a little bit better for me, as you would expect, because I've got the Mighty Blow. And that's why I gave them Mighty Blow. Because I want them to at least do a little bit of pain for you guys. I don't want them just to sit there being boring. He's going to go for the attempt on the ball. He could manage this. Instead, there's a push. He's going to push me there. So that's a logical position to push me into. I just want to push, so I'm going to just try and push him out. Of course, that is slightly worrying that he's managed to get me that close just because a bad roll and the goal doesn't get scored. But at least he didn't score either, and yeah. So all we can do is, actually no, we want to do this reliably, so just in case something goes horribly wrong, we use the gutter runner because he has block. But he's very good and he doesn't screw up. So he can land there, and there's no outstanding amounts of anything that I really need to do, so just run it in, and we get another skill for our thrower, who's 8 movement, which is pretty good. There you go, he's so happy with his mechanical. Right, good work, whatever it is. Half time comes and it's 1-0 to me, so a nice grind up field. Also, it was a hard fight for the ball though. Neither of my players who knocked out get up, but none of his get knocked out. So actually, I think that comes out all square. Yeah, I think we're both going to have the same amount of players on the pitch. We all had some pretty god-awful luck on that, but him possibly more than me. My players aren't that key. The gutter runner would be nice, but none of his are actually that good either. So maybe I lost a little bit more in the value of the players, but then again he lost more of them, so probably not. Okay, right. If he's going to leave players idly sitting there, looking like, frankly, idiots on the side, and I'm going to be, I am not going to pass up a chance to do some damage with them, so you know what, hell, I'm going for it. Also, I have this player. I will go for a... what's the word? Slanted? Skewed line. That'll do. That's a word. Skewed. As to basically make sure that I score quickly, because I just don't do attack very well. Of course, they could all go wrong, especially if something like that happens and he gets an extra team roll. But I do have movement 8, which means this is a lot easier than it should be. Okay. I really hope man doesn't screw this up. If so, whew, sure hands pays off. And there you go, there's the pass. Okay, well that works. A little bit risky, I know, but I just really want... because I want to do it before I do this. Which is going to be fun, I'll add. Unless, of course, he just does really well. But, you know, okay, at least he breaks some armour, so that's positive. I don't know where this guy is going to sidestep to. Hopefully next to the... that is the voice of someone who... oh, come on, Stridal Blade. You're better than that. You're better. Better than that. None of these guys are going to be able to influence it too much. That's the catcher. Where's the other catcher is the other one that I want to check, because he's the only one who's got a range long enough really to catch a gutter runner once he's on the run. Which doesn't look like any of them. So yeah, I might just run. Excuse me. Run to the hills. It's tempting, very tempting. What I'll do is I'll actually sneak in the gutter runner just in here. Just nicely tucked in there. And then we'll bring in some support from here. And then we'll hit them here. Because we can. And a nice punch. And we'll hit this guy as well because, you know, there you go. Look. What are you going to do, punk? Right. Oh, good lord. An injury. Okay, well that's good because that's a blitzer, and blitzer's bloody expensive. He's only badly hurt, don't worry. And Sneehij, whatever his name is looking quite proud of himself, and so he should. He just took down an elf blitzer. Always a magnificent achievement to make. Not if you're Chaos or Lizards or some bashing team, then you should. That's expected of you. But at this low level, this is where the elves really take a bashing, because they don't have the linemen, they don't have any skills, but they still cost so much. And good elf, like really what decides it for an elf team is whether they make it through that first few games until they've got everyone who at least some block around the field would be good, because at least then they're a little bit protected. Ideally with elves you want block on loads of them, just because they're so fragile, or seem to be. They're crunchy. He does make it to my lineman. That's okay, because I'll make it to him soon enough. He does break my armour as well, actually. But my gutter runner's in range of scoring. I don't know... oh, he's making that attack here. Sorry if you can hear steam noises, someone must be contacting me. So what we'll do is we'll just move this player around here just to cover this area off. We will move... we will move this player here. I'm going to give Brogan the chance to try and make this work because he's got Juggernaut, so... which means he can essentially has got block when he blitzes, which is useful, but it does mean you have to spend a lot of your time. It's not as reliable as block, obviously, so that's the downside to the whole thing. That should limit him from really reaching me until... I'm just going to make another attack and then I'm probably going to score. I'm hoping that, of course I could trip at the end, but it's a 1 one screws me over. Gutter runner makes it 2-0. Okay, that's the way to score fast for Skaven. Nice and quick. Down the wing, no issues. Rat Ogre, gutter runners really got a synergy. Oh dear lord. Now I could be in trouble because he's still got 3 players out, so he's down 1 player, whereas I'm down too many for my liking. 3 players. But I am, in fairness, 2-0 up, so it's the price you pay. Move these guys here, and you never know. My other gutter runners. It would be nice if some of the players got up eventually, though, guys. Come on, come on. You can't be sleeping forever, especially that gutter runner, because I could be leveling him. There's the only thing, the gutter runners are so good, but I mean, they're practically natural one-turners. Almost. I mean, you give them sprint, or you give them catch, and you give them sidestep, and they're there. Sure feet as well. But they do tend to pick up an SPP throughout the game a lot, whereas the rest of your team will be a bit more slow about it. I could do the Rat Ogre scoring. That'd be good. I managed to get him to score on the first game, because it was against Amazons, and it was just awful. The luck the guy was having was appalling, and yeah, he just lost so many players. I had the time to try and hand the ball off to the Rat Ogre, who then proceeded to score. Okay, blitz, always nice. You only live once, so let's go for another one push off the edge. If I was sensible, I would actually go for this guy, which I'm going to, because I'm going to. Yeah. Come on. I know you haven't failed wild animals, so I'm not going to temper off. So we'll just go crazy and send 1 player upfield. Let's see if the gutter runner can manage it. This is what I like about gutter runners. I don't mind risking their necks out, which is pretty bad. Yeah. I don't care. It's fine. I'm having a bit of muck around. If he can score quickly, then it's my turn to score again, and hopefully I'll get some players up. Be nice. So it's almost tactical choice of letting him score quickly. I'm probably not going to apply much defence in this part, just because I want some players up, and it should give me a chance to score with that other gutter runner or someone else. But as it stands, not going to get very far at the moment. So anyway, the ball's plenty far off. He's going to have some time to get it anyway. So also, I just don't want to waste rerolls. There's still 6 turns left, so I'm going to need those 2 rerolls probably. A lot of my armour's just being broken now, or at least some of it is. He has left this guy here, so hopefully. Oh no, he's moving on. I might just try and throw Brobim into the mix here, just to try and sort of gum up the works a little bit, as it were. This guy can probably just hit him. I don't really mind what goes on there. And he gets hit, so that's normal. But yeah, we're going to try and get Brobim in nice and around the back, because anyway, why not blitz with him? Although actually there might be a good reason not to blitz with him, because I could do blitzing with that guy. But as I said, I'm not too phased. Oh, he's making rerolls. Could he? Is he going to make another? And he fails and pass, which isn't particularly unpredictable. It was like a 4+. But he can do that because he's just got nobody's contesting at the back. Get this guy up. Right, so that means that I should be able to now go Brobim. Bang! Smack him in the face. Good, good. Well done. Toodles. Right. let's just do some more hitting, just on the off chance we get some more off the field, which would be nice. And I am in zero rush to get this player up, because he'll just get pushed off the edge. So, rather than do that, I'm just going to go for one of his more expensive players, which works. Even if it was like a both down and we both got injured, I think it's worth it. So, that'll do me nicely. At least the Skaven are fighting back. There's not many teams where Skaven will stand in a fight. I mean, the reason you'd give Mighty Blow and Claw to Storm Vermin is just on the off chance that you can get enough players to hit that one Chaos Warrior who's pestering you, kill him, then teabag him as you hate Chaos Warriors with a passion, and then yeah, and then go have sex with his Chaos wife. I don't know. That's something that maybe a Storm Vermin Blitzer would do. I don't know. That's probably the darker side of Storm Vermin Blitzers, but hey, don't judge them because they're rat people. Yeah, I'm really just going, at this point, sorry, that slightly went on a tangent. I am here to just enjoy the game and the actual few times that I will be up on Mighty Blow on someone, which doesn't happen often. There goes another KO, so that's not great. Now, he should be able to get it to this player, no issue, no problem. Thank you very much. Oh, he's running all this way. It's a long way to go, sir. And then he's done that. I assume he'll move in there and he'll have a go at my Rat Ogre, the bad man. No, not Brobham. Brobham's lovely. Look at him, look at his little furry face. His whisk, he's lovely. Could just hug that little Rat Ogre guy. But here comes probably a pass, I would have thought. Yep. And a catch, so that's exactly what they're designed to do. These are elves. And you know, I'm going to let him choose whether he wants to score or not today. I have no problem with him scoring. Just give me another opportunity to score and hopefully get some players up, in theory. He might, although he's left out an important part in the plan, which is I can't just blitz him with this guy. So let's just get up some players, just have them up. And I'll delay him a little bit longer because I have got the lead, and you should delay your opponent always from scoring, because the longer they take to score, the longer they have to equalise and also have blocks, so, you know. So that was a bit of a mistake from him, leaving that player there, and oh, it's an injury. That's good, well done. Well done you. Smash knee, so that's pretty nasty. Then Brobham is going to go crazy. And he's got sidestep, which could be annoying. But he's probably going to sidestep onto the ball anyway, so let's let him do that. There you go. Good work, Brobham. Who's your good Brobham? Well done. Yes, you're a good Brobham. And then I will just leave that. I don't know why I'm getting attached to my big guys. There you go. There's a reroll. Oh, that's bad for him. Oh, that's appalling. He got double 2s to double 1s. That's just saddening. Not really much you can say about that, other than that's just awful luck. Just accept it happened. Just take it, man. There's nothing you can do. I think he might have just like passed out from unhappiness or something, because he hasn't picked yet, which means I'll get to pick. And guess which one I'm gonna pick? I'll give you a clue. It has a red skull on the dice. Yeah, if you get a result like that, don't beat yourself up too much. Yes, it's the game being annoying, but we all get it. I mean, you saw me get 2 red skulls. Not immediately after a 2 double down, but you know, it has happened to me quite a few times, and it does happen, and you just have to accept it does. Don't worry about it too much. In fact, I think he's left the game. So it looks like that is going to be a leaving of the game. I will come back and visit you if he comes back, but I think that's him conceding. So this is going to be a short match. I will just wait and give you the lowdown if he comes back. And I'll give you a lowdown if the game finishes. Okay, right, so yeah, that was the end of the game, and he disconnected, which means even more points for me, and I win 4-0, so great SPP-wise for me, and I get lots of money. So, oh no, I end 2-0, but still, I think I'll still get lots of SPP. Let's just see. That's a lot of SPP I just got. Cool. First of all, we're going to ditch this player because he's no good to me. And we will buy ourselves another lineman for now. It keeps the team relatively cheap. The thrower goes up a level as expected. Both the gutter runners have gone up a level, which is... Oh, that is a good skill. Whew. +1 movement, +1 agility. I am liking that thrower. Gutter runner. Oh yes. Yes, I will take +1 movement to that one. Okay, now he can one turn amazingly. This guy hasn't got anything overly special. Not that he needs it really. There's nothing. Now we got to think what we want to do with him. You don't want to give him anything like sneaky kit. He hasn't got any mutation skills. Shadowing tackle. Fend might be a good one just to keep him off, but sure hands might be good just to keep him safe from strip ball. This is what you got to ask yourself now. I'm gonna keep him on Fend. Okay, so that was a really good set of stuff. This guy is now almost a one-turner. I mean, he is actually. You make him move a certain way. If I could give him sidestep, then brilliant. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, there's not all that much. The Storm Vermin could do with a few more skills, but it's started going well. 4 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses, so very, very good. I'm sure that's gonna be nice. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Stay safe, guys, and I'll keep you updated.